it's Andrea with Andrea's Complete Publishing, and I'm coming to you today because I am promoting Relevant on the This or That tour. That's one of the workshops. It will be on Relevant, which is a workbook. It's a workshop class, and it is a community. So, in this book here, let me see, I think it'll be backwards, but basically, it's unlocking your book from within is relevant. This is the workbook. Inside this workbook is Unlocked. Unlocked is a program that will help you get your rough draft done in 30 days, walk you through the full process. And basically, it has pre-questions to consider, the consciousness of distractions and priorities, because someone is waiting for you to get published, and getting your thoughts out your head onto paper and creating a mission for your book. All of that is entailed in Unlocked. All right. So one of the questions to consider when you're writing a book is, what's the key message? What is it that you want to say? What is it that either God's leading you or you're feeling led to share your key message? And once you discover that, then it's now deciding at least 3 things that you want to share about it. I encourage that you run reference, get some backup knowledge for some people who need some backup knowledge, because some people could take your word of mouth and leave it as is, but for the most part, you want to have something or hit 3 points about your key topic. And the next question to consider is, what do I want to say about the topic, the idea, or the service? What do you want to say? So it's one thing to learn what is the key message, but then what do you want to say? What's the point you want to reach with your audience? Everybody has an audience. And why do I care about the topic? So how are you connected to this topic? Who is your intended audience, or what problem are you solving? What do I want this book to do, or how am I going to use this book? Why would this audience be interested? Those are some pre-questions that kind of put some things in your mind, stir up some things. So you just won't think that I'm just writing a book. It's more to writing a book. That's why on this tour, as I'm promoting Relevant, I will be sharing the information from Unlocked, so that, because there is a possibility that in the workshop you can get your rough draft, if not done, you can definitely get it started. And so the other thing is the mission. Because once you get the book done, you have to have a mission. Otherwise, you could be discouraged and your book could sit there, or because you're a new author, it's not going as fast as you would like. You can get discouraged or frustrated, That's some things to take into consideration. So Unlock basically puts you in a position to whereas in you don't get overwhelmed with writing a book. It's not as hard as many make it seem. It's basically you sitting down, putting your thoughts together, organizing them. Once you organize them, then you now want to put it in your words to whereas it will grab your audience. You want the people to pick the book up and don't put it down until they are finished. So, in the first part is the introduction. And within that introduction, you want to share, like I said earlier, what it is that you're doing. You want to have at least 5 steps or strategies to engage the reader. And then how would you express it in your personality, not somebody else's. You don't want to use nobody else's information. Everything's coming straight from you. And if you focus on that within that first week, or the first time you sit down to gather your thoughts, you're halfway there. I promise you're halfway there. And then you get to the body aspect. So that's just introducing the book. The body aspect is Outside of your personal experience, where can this information be found or provide two perspectives or solutions? You want to be able to, you don't just want to stick to one thing and just guide or ride that wave. You want to branch off to 3 other things. If you have 5, the more the merrier, but no less than 3, because you want to be able to express your knowledge and keep the audience engaged. And then you want to talk about how you overcome or got through the situation, and can you break down the process? Because for some people, you could just say, you could talk to them and they got it. Then you got some people, they got to hold something in their hand. So that's why you want to be versatile. You want to be able to express that. And then the third part is the conclusion. And what are some positive and negative aspects? Like, you're just giving people a heads up about the information that you're sharing. And what do you want to leave with the reader? Then, what would you say to inspire a reader to share your information to another person? Because you don't want it to just sit on them. You want them to finish it, but you also want them to share it as well. So that's basically some of the information coming from Unlocked. And like I said, it's basically some base information to kind of stir up some thoughts in your head so that you would be engaged and willing to get it done, because it's not as hard as it seems. And I'm a phone call away. My phone number is 510-852-9024, or you can email me, Andra, Andra, with an S, publishing @gmail.com. So yes, that is a short run on the Unlock program that is a part of the tour that I'm doing, the This or That tour. And then also the mission. And so I have a program for that, but I'm going to just touch on it a little bit, because next week I will be discussing Relevant, the process of Relevant, the community aspect of it. But yes, for the mission, it includes marketing strategies, pre-challenge checklists, and a mission guideline, and the Summer's Bloom agenda. Let's talk about that agenda, because I have a few more minutes left. And basically, we'll go over it's a packet. Everything has a packet. And then we'll create or identify freebies. We'll get some, a link that would drive people straight to your book. And we'll work on how to get some flyers done. And then we'll work on some other ways to keep in touch with your audience, once we get them started. And then if you're not already familiar with Facebook, Amazon, or YouTube, how to get on them and get them useful for you to promote your book and drive people to your book. So yeah, that's just a summary. I can't give out all my nuggets, but I just want to keep myself active so I can promote and do a service to people, just like I'm doing the Mother's Day book. Today is the last day, so if I don't hear nothing by 9 o'clock my time, then I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is, or do what I had planned to do for the Mother's Day. But Father's Day is coming next, and I would need everybody's entry by I believe I said the third Friday of May, to be able to put your entry for your 100 Words for Father's Day book that's coming. It's called A Tribute to Fathers, because we already did a tribute to mothers. Now we're doing a tribute to fathers. But yeah, that's complimentary of Andra's Complete Publishing. But yeah, so if you would like to learn any more about the information I shared, if I sparked the interest, curiosity, or even if you have any questions, just give me a call and I'll be happy to help you. All right, and you enjoy the rest of your evening.